Oh, it's looking good. Coffee's flowing. It's time to get going.
Hey, welcome back to Questions Over Coffee. My name's Kevin Smith. It's good to see you again. Want a cup of coffee? Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss anything that's coming up on Questions Over Coffee. If you have a comment or a question, leave in the section below. We'll get to it just as fast as we can. Today's question is, where is the guilty man in the story of the adulterous woman that's brought to Jesus in John 8? For a refresher, the Pharisees bring this woman. Jesus is teaching in the temple. They cast her in front of him and say, okay, what do we do? What do we do with this woman? The law says we should kill her, should stone her to death. What do you say? But there's no mention or anything of the guilty man. To give a little context here, this is what one of the passages in the Old Law, in Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 22, says about an issue of adultery. If a man is found lying with a married woman, then both of them shall die, the man who lay with the woman and the woman. Thus you shall purge the evil from Israel. There is also another passage in Leviticus 20, verse 10, that says essentially the same thing. But in this case, in John chapter 8, there's no guy. There's only this woman. We caught this woman in the act of adultery. What should we do with her? So this has been one of those situations that, and one of those questions that many people, myself included, have asked over time. Where is this guy? There are a number of potential answers to this, and maybe some of these are right, maybe they're not. We don't know for certain, but I will give you a few options, and maybe this will help to answer the question. It is possible that the man simply escaped, that he got away. You know, the Pharisees see what's going on, and the how is really the question, you know, but still they see what's going on. The man outruns them, and he escapes. Well, we got one of the two, so let's see what Jesus says about doing what we should do to this one, since we can't actually kill them both. That is a possibility. One of the most frequent possibilities that is given and is certainly alluded to in the text is, hey man, this is a setup. They know the law. I mean, they're the Pharisees, they're the teachers of the law, and they want to put Jesus between a rock and a hard place, because if Jesus says kill her, then, well, flat up, they could have him in trouble with the Romans. Yeah, the rabbi said, you know, because the Jews weren't allowed to kill anyone without a previous approval of the governing party. However, if he says, no, we can't kill her, let her go, then, well, Jesus is then in trouble with the people. The rabbi is not following the law of Moses. We really should listen to him. He's a false teacher at that point, right? It is also possible that the Pharisees just flat up ignored him. You know, they only wanted to deal with the woman. That is a possibility. We know from other passages that the Pharisees were a greedy lot of folks. So it is also possible that this gentleman just flat up paid him off. Here, I'll give you X amount of money. Let me go. That's a possibility. It is another option that they already executed this fella, and they want to see what Jesus is going to say about dealing with this woman. I don't buy that as much, but it is a possibility, a possible answer. So there you go. But when I was doing some research for a Sunday morning class I was teaching, I ran across something in F.F. Bruce's book, The Gospels and Epistles of John. Excellent commentary that dealt with this question a little bit. F.F. Bruce noted that perhaps this gentleman, if you want to call him that, is a Roman, and therefore he can't be touched under the Jewish law. So he's free and clear, but the woman apparently is, well, a Jew and therefore could not be. Now, is this a possibility? Absolutely. Is this definitely what the case was? Not necessarily. We don't know for sure. So I have a question for you. What do you think happened to this man? Where is this guilty party? Leave me a comment in the section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss anything that's coming up on Questions Over Coffee. Thank you for our time together today. I look forward to the next time. Keep pressing forward.